Welcome to this reading. My name is Mira and this is Age of Aquarius Oracle. So I wasn't planning really to read today, but this morning, early morning, I woke up with a thought that I forgot to put timestamps in the previous videos where I had 3 zodiac signs in one video. So I don't know. I mean, someone's watched it and sent the thought, I guess. So in any case, I came in and I just wanted to put some cards aside, but I got a hint that I need to do a reading. But there was no specific theme, and I was just going around preparing some decks. And when I got to a Sacred Geometry deck, then I was guided to, pull out the cards from the box because they are still in the box. And so I shuffled them. These cards fell on the floor and stuck to the floor. I couldn't get it out off the floor for a while. Main problem is probably nails, but yeah. And it's number 25, solfeggio frequency 396. Liberate guilt and fear. And then another card came out when I shuffled the rest, and that was number 29, the frequency 741, expression. So what this is telling me that you are currently working or healing a wound around guilt and fear, and also around authenticity, self-expression, and they are often connected, goes hand in hand. Guilt and fear, and they are such a fear can be a very useful emotion when your life is in danger, but what we usually in our society feel guilt and fear about is mostly, what will other people think about me if they would find out, right? At least it was for me, used to be like that. Okay, so how I connected to the energy, and I asked the spirit guides of people of this reading to somehow deliver this reading to people that it is for. But let's try. Let's check what's your story. What's your story? And I'll roll some astrological dice and some runes later, and then I'll pull a couple of tarot cards. Let's see what comes out. What's the message you need to hear? But let's see. What is your story, or how would the viewer know that this is for them? Can we get any signs? I'm gonna red car. I don't know. It was kind of urgent, like, I don't know. Soulmate in reverse. Ooh. Protecting love. Fall. Communication. Rise in reverse. And health also in reverse. Shaman in reverse on the bottom. Okay. So soulmate in reverse either tells me that you are on the search, or you are not um, able, you will not able to find what you were looking for in the world yet. Yeah, and the soulmate, yeah, this can represent a romantic relationship, but it can also represent maybe your purpose, your place in the world. Like the universal love. Protecting love. Is the issue, Kim? I need to clarify that, because mm, this is about protecting the small creatures. It feels like me uh, finding a cat on the street. I think I mentioned it in the previous video. Let's clarify with what. I prepared. Okay, then let's use it. Westwood Tarot. But those are just such a huge cards, and I like to use smaller cards as a clarifiers. That's why I also like the mini decks. And if I ever, I mean, I will, when I release my deck, I will have also, hopefully, a mini version, normal version. Okay, so we were asking about protecting love, Two of Wands. And this is something that is blocking you. Six of Wands in reverse. Something that is blocking your search. So either you have things, people, pets, or I don't know, business, property, something that you love, that you think, you feel is keeping you from finding you know, the real sacred love of or purpose or something. And which was Two of Wands was the the original qualifier, which is giving me this Two of Wands is just a plan. It's like you wouldn't know where to start, because you are protecting something else that is very precious. And you have Knight of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands, and Justice. So something is shifting, something is changing. Karma is balancing out, and quickly. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So in the past position you have fall, which is about, releasing, letting go of the past, maybe wounds, traumas. Present, communication, connection, new ideas, exchange, online or in person. Building something new. And the future position is rise, but it is in reverse, so we'll definitely clarify. This is about the change, right? The butterfly, about the metamorphosis, about transformation, the caterpillar becoming butterfly. Maybe it's, difficult process, very challenging. Six of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. It's like, what I'm getting, this is not the first time. Maybe this is another cycle coming up again for you after you return to your old life for a while. The star in reverse. Yes. You're resisting the transformation, you're resisting the healing because of guilt, fear, and lack of authenticity. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging anyone. I know exactly how difficult it is. Oh boy. I'm being guided again to share, and I don't know. This is really necessary. I used to feel a lot of shame around anything, pretty much. But the shame is a tricky thing. You feel shame only in presence of people you actually care what they think about you. Not necessarily everyone. It varies, right? It depends what it is. Depends where. You don't mind certain people knowing certain things about you, but not other things, and so on. And so we craft careful masks and personas that we present to certain environments in front of certain people. Like, you don't want your parents know that you smoke or vape again, but you don't care that your friends know that, but you feel ashamed in front of your friends because, I don't know, you have some funny, you're into tarot readings on YouTube, right? and some people would laugh about it. Uh, and I understand. I I used to have those thoughts and those feelings as well, and maybe I still do to some degree. Because hey, why do I have a problem to talk about these things to strangers on the internet, right? I don't know. Because I was thinking that maybe I should write a book as well, and definitely about the last 2-3 years since spiritual awakening. 3 years, let's put it like that. If not for general public, then for at least for my son, so he can read it one day, so he can understand why his mother was so crazy around this time. What I wanted to say, I used to hide certain things even from my son because I was ashamed. I didn't want him to know, even though it was like nothing really bad. And I'm not going to go into detail, but it's I I I was looking for a reason why, and I really couldn't find one. And I also tried to reverse it. If the if I would be informed that someone is ashamed or my son is ashamed to tell me something, I would be devastated. So I just decided to, first of all, not to be ashamed in front of someone who I know loves me. So to be more open. You have to be definitely authentic if you want to find true love and true friendship. And I mean love in a general level, to attract things, people, places, stuff into your life that will bring you joy and happiness. You can only do that from a place of authentic expression, and also only from a place where you know, are not hiding in shame and guilt. So I just, what I would, the message is, and that was for me from my spirit guides, to just allow to allow yourself to be you, release the guilt and shame. Why? Because it has no use. It has no further information that can help you. It's just negative talk from your programming. And this is what somehow is pulling you back again, maybe for the second time, into a cycle to repeat it again. I want to know who is this. What is this page of? Sorry, Knight of Cups. It's like you're protecting future. High Priestess fell out. So what is this Knight of Cups in reverse? Or death. Justice. But it's in reverse. But again, well, it's death and rebirth and karmic balancing. But on a Knight of Cups, I mean, it's a beautiful card. It's a bouquet of flowers. So I wanted to clarify it because it came out in reverse. It's like invitation for a beautiful picnic date or something, but it's in reverse, and then it's clarified by two major arcana, death and justice. Justice in reverse. So justice in reverse is, well, you reap what you sow. I hope this is making some sense to you, because I'm confused as why. Or maybe you do know who your soulmate is. You're not together, but you're protecting the love, not letting go. Okay. I oh. Yes. Still hoping. And it's like if the love is like this little kitten here, then it's really isn't much or anything at all. It's like there was no relationship. I don't think so. Or a real connection. Planning stage with a Knight of Cups in reverse. The date invitation wasn't extended. I didn't want to read it as a love reading, you know, so I was resisting it as long as possible. But when soulmate comes as central card, how long can you resist that? Oh, right, because you were resisting it. Why? Okay. Sometimes I don't really see how much I feel into the energy, or how much I let it influence me. Okay. I was, yeah, straightened up by my guides. So I'm probably not going to post this with 24 minutes in, and I'm just now realizing what's going on. Okay, so basically something is changing for you with the Eight of Wands and Justice. Karmic balancing is at hand. It is very important that you get into vibration as high vibration as possible. To get rid of the guilt and fear. It's I know it's very difficult to do it on a conscious level. Like from now on, I'm 100% guilt free, right? Um, there was some, I don't know if it were affirmations or something like that in the guidebook. Maybe I can check it later before I close out this reading. Well, let's pretend I'm posting it, right? And I'll rewatch it and decide. Okay, right. So this is not the first time. Oh, right, the vibration. Sorry. What also is coming through is to the only way how to raise your vibration. I mean, the only way and the easiest way is to find something to feel good about right here, right now. Uh, Gratitude practice is one of the best. Just uh, list in your head like 3 or 5 things that you are grateful for, and if you have difficulty finding it, then I don't know. I try to practice gratitude in every moment, or as much as possible. When I'm eating something, I'm grateful for, and I actually think about it, or I even tell it the fruit that I'm eating is such a delicious apple, and I'm so very grateful that I get to eat it, or eat you, but I'm telling it directly to the apple. I really do that. I know it's silly, but I do. It's instant happy chemicals in your brain if you express gratitude for something, for anything. You can do it also about yourself, for yourself. You know, it is also very helpful. You can sort of pat yourself on the back and be thankful for something that you did for yourself, you know. And in the future position was held, or is still, um, which is about being loved and protected. Need for healing. It symbolizes need for self-care and softness with the pink colors towards yourself. Can we clarify health? 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and King of Wands. Yes. Okay. So 4 of Cups in reverse. It's yeah. Well, that's the wallowing in the guilt and fear and shame about not being authentic because what would people think? And the energy you need to step into. Ace of Cups, again, this huge bouquet of roses. And King of Wands, follow your passion. Find something you are passionate about in every moment. Be passionate about being passionate. Follow your passion. That's the way out. Out of guilt and fear. And trust me, I don't know. I know that some programming can be very difficult to break. It was for me very difficult to break. I definitely did repeat a cycle or two, let's face it. So it's, don't think that this, you are the only one or anything. No, no. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Sure, why not? Because I was in this situation 2 years ago. I had my spiritual awakening. I had a great purge. I went off coffee, nicotine, everything. I was, you know, in a happy bubble, cleaning up my space. And somehow still I managed to fall back into addictions. Also some negative talk patterns. Things happen and it's not really relevant. And a huge tougher moment and so on. And here we are again. That, well, I am here again. And I hope that I don't have to repeat that cycle again. I can't. You don't want it either. And I mean, I'm not really afraid that I will, but I don't pretend to know what is coming, you know. I don't know. Anyway, that is your guidance. Not to resist the change, to take care of yourself, show yourself love and compassion, forgive yourself. Find joy, right? That's the main prescription, as I say on this channel. Joy, passion, creativity, create something, doesn't really matter what. Don't think about the outcome, don't think about the value. This is what I'm doing basically here also with this reading and, well, with some stuff that I'm painting on in the background. I gave myself a goal to make 100 readings at least, and then on YouTube, like post it. Not post it doesn't count, so posted reading, and then I'll see. I'll reevaluate if this is worth my attention in the future and the energy. Okay, let's get to one higher self oracle. So, what's the advice for the viewer? Intuition. Interesting. Don't try to comprehend with your mind. Your minds are really very limited. Use your intuition. Madeline Langle. By drawing this card, you are being asked to pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is the wisdom of your higher self. It can provide you with a holistic perspective to understand your past experiences and current situation. At this time, the logical aspect of your mind, also known as the ego, is trying to dictate the best path forward using conscious reasoning and rational. The ego is fear based. It outlines all the reasons why something cannot be, or why you cannot succeed, or why failure is imminent. It will also have you seeking guidance from a multitude of people, as opposed to listening to the intelligence of your higher self. Your intuition contains an understanding that is incalculable. It is your internal compass and powerful guiding force, and it can provide loving insight into the most challenging of situations. Since you pulled this card, your higher self is requesting that you listen to the wisdom of your own intuition for guidance as opposed to your ego. This card may also signal a need to develop your intuition. Everyone has intuition, and it is important to learn how to access this inner voice and repository of knowledge. Trust that if you pulled this card, you are indeed intuitive and are encouraged to study or take classes to begin using this gift. Invest your time and energy in cultivating your intuition. Okay. All right. Perfect. It makes perfect sense. Quite possibly, this is something that is difficult for you to follow your intuition. And I was just thinking about it yesterday because I used the word counterintuitive in a reading, but when I was thinking about what it actually means in my brain, this word, it's understanding got so corrupted, or I don't know how to put it otherwise. It actually meant for me more something like counter the logic, not counter what, counter logical. We say counterintuitive, but it's when I was thinking about it, it has, and the way how it was usually or sometimes used by me, it was that there was something illogical, yet it made somehow sense. So it was actually intuitive thing that was counter logical. And I think that this is also something that is maybe valuable for you if this reading, if you're still here and watching. You have to learn to distinguish between what is your ego mind telling you and what is your intuition telling you. The intuition speaks to you softly, in silent or very, very silent hints. It's a thought. How about this? Maybe we should try it. We should try this one. And if you start acting on those subtle hints, you can start small. Let yourself be guided by your intuition when you're shopping in your grocery. When you are shopping for your groceries, or when you are deciding where to go for a trip or a hike, anything, literally anything. And as more and more as you work on strengthening your intuition, it will guide you. It will show you. Like, let your inner child decide. Pretend you have a 5-year-old or 7-year-old, 10-year-old, or I don't know, it'll depend on the activity, right? Inside, and you play the parent, and then imagine you're your split personality. You are the inner child, and you are the other part is the parent. What does the inner child wants to do? What wants to eat? Go for it. Allow it. Do it for yourself, just for fun, because why not? If you can, do it. Okay? I think that's it. I hope this confusing message brought you some clarity and help. I hope you felt seen and heard at least a little bit. And yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, or leave me an emoji in the comments. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.